Well, here we are. It's so hard starting each time. I'm not sure what's wrong. Um, I just copied the streaming key again, and it seems to work. Maybe the streaming key is different each stream. I'm not sure. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Um, we left off on Thursday with this spread. Um, it had the chance to dry. So I will keep working on it now. Um, okay. What I was about to do is continue this pattern. Maybe I'll continue it down here somehow. I hope the music in the background is not too loud. Maybe I'll just change the lighting somehow. Let's see. I think yeah, it's more defined now. All right. So I made some changes in my working desk. Also been binge watching Visual Art Summit uh, that is happening this April until the 13th. I want to mention the name of the nice, great lady who put all this together. I took a lot. Let's see, her name is Kelly something. Let's see. Very much recommended. It doesn't cost money. I donated a bit. Okay, you can go to this group and get all the information. Her name is, where should I see it? They're giving a lot of mainly abstract techniques for painting flowers, landscapes. Her name is Kelly. I'm not recollecting a family name. Okay, very much recommended. Go and enjoy it. I just been binge watching it yesterday. I haven't finished all the sections, but it was just great, so heartwarming, and so many things to learn from. The lighting is good. Okay, so I'm keeping these shapes here. I was thinking of next doing something similar and take some of the very old spreads. This was a piece, another piece of this work, old work, and I was thinking maybe combining it with my new methods, so it will get um, some kind of new vibes in the work. Even things like this that just use this page as um, magazine glue book. I use this um, sketchbook to try a few things in the past. It's very old. Maybe I'll try to work on this one that I didn't know what to do with it back then, because there are elements that I very much like in it. This image clip from an old photography magazine. This kid from an old kids book. This drape. You see that I went over and over some stuff and couldn't decide what to do next, so I left it back then. I will try and go back to it. This is something I will not go over again. But I want to add a few more details here, and then I will maybe try this, I don't know, one of them. All right, so let's go back to where we were. Okay, so I'm continuing these shapes. It's still hard to paint here, I see. Maybe it's something in the basic layer that doesn't allow me to, it's better, okay. I can keep working on it now. It's getting very warm here today. Summer temperatures, and tomorrow we are dropping again to rain and more of autumn weather. When I left this spread on Thursday, I couldn't see it right. I didn't like it so much. But now that I came back after 2 days, hi, how are you, Shelley? It's night for you, isn't it? We are living almost um, half a day apart. I was very much exhausted all the weekend. My weekend is Friday and Saturday. Good. They shop. Oh, at 9 p.m. Yeah. So I was watching the Visual Art Summit and some other art content that many artists are providing now. It's almost overwhelming to get so much content, art content. It's great. Also, some new shows went down in Netflix, in the local TV. I still miss the outdoors. I go out to my balcony and talk to the flowers. I'm lucky to have that balcony. It's viewing on a great landscape, pretty much wild and not developed. Um, I missed your stream the other day. I think it was something like 4 a.m. for me when you streamed. But the video, it took almost a whole day for the video to show up in my feed. Okay, it looks nice. Now, it needs some kind of yeah, centering, kind of like titling its nature, its spring, water, trees. Um, I've been cutting. I took clippings from interior design. Yeah, just wanted to just to have you know, a nice company. These clippings are from um, Interior Design magazine. This was maybe I can put it here, and above I can put this one, or maybe take out one person. And put them like this. Hi, good morning, Leneki. How are you? I think I will glue these two and leave it for now. I can keep working on it. Um, jazz it up with some marks here. But for now, I will glue this with the Mod Podge. One more thing I was thinking about doing today is something like a mood board, but not the way we usually see, but my kind of way. Yeah, it's good to have a garden these days. The plants, even my pots, I'm Just I'm observing them like small babies. And each time I see a new leaf that is coming out, or many of them are in a bloom now, so it's just great. The weather today is very weird. It looks like cloudy and gray, but it's very warm. I hear the wind. I don't know if you hear it in the stream. We also have groups of birds and parrots outside the window. So sometimes you will hear, oh, so fun. Yeah, I wish I had that. A veggie garden, yes. Oh, Yellow Brick Road. Yes, I wouldn't call it this way, but now that you say Yellow Brick Road, it really feels like that. Maybe I would do this. I want to show you a spread I did a while back when I was a bit frustrated with something. I remember that day, and I did this spread, um, somehow expressing it. There are a lot of reds here, and her expression is it's a bit hidden, but you can see that she has a lot to say, but she doesn't say it. So I was thinking of maybe developing a similar spread around this image. So you can always pick a photo that is representing some kind of mood. For me, even the landscape representing moods. So I think I will work on this now. Maybe continue this some other time, but I like it as it is. It has good vibes. So I'll take now this the last book this is not done yet also. It can be left like this, but it can be I can jazz it up a bit. I've learned a new word in English. I need to learn some slang in English because I don't have enough variations to express things. I made this journal I think on Thursday. Yes, I pulled out a few pages, and I will start working around this image. So it's not making the background and then adding a focal point, but the other way around. So I'm looking now for something that maybe this one, it has a lot of black. Let's see. Oh, this one. Where is she? Okay. So where should I put her? Not too close to this because I need to make some kind of transition. Maybe leave only this face here because it's very much having the same vibration as her. It's something. It's strong. She wants to. I see it as it. Where's the? I want to see the original caption to see what it says. Let's see. Cover of the Butterfly Effect, a Norwegian mystery. Well, she looks very much in agony to me, and the colors of the background shows some kind of distress. I need to keep this also to give the original artist some kind of recognition because I'm using their artwork. As long as I'm not selling it, it's okay. Okay, I put her here in the middle, and I will try to build something similar to this one. Pick pattern that support the image, use color that support the mood. Let's see how it goes. This one is very simple to make. You can do it each day around some mood you have, feelings that you want to express. Okay, let's glue her. I also made lighter black in this jar. I've added cobalt blue and white, so the black will not be so in your face. It's more it's a bit how to say, it's a bit softer. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's not what they say about the three monkeys. Yeah, these days I feel like I'm swinging between being very moody and thinking philosophically about the situation we are in, and then just enjoying my private spot and the ability to create and have so much social support, even that it's online, it still feels support. Okay, I'll keep it here. At some point I will glue it somewhere. Her name is Judy Hogwill. Judy Hogwill. Thank you, Judy. Now I will add a bit of I will start adding mainly black and the reds I see here. Also there is purples, a bit of blue. So we mainly have this image blue, red, black and white. So it's a good idea now to pull some here. So my new black, which I like very much, I'll put some here. And where is my red? Here is the red. It's the crimson red. I like this tone and this red very much. I always put black more than other colors. I'm not sure why. I need to move the camera a bit to the left. Yeah, like this. All right, now the cobalt blue. Let's see if my new supply settings will be easier. Yes, okay. Still not easy because I have a very small space here. Okay, we have the blue and the white. We should add some white to the mixture and start working with them. I already know that I will just leave this face. I will cover most of this. I'm not sure what I will leave from the necklace. Let's start a bit like this with this plastic palette knife. I have the metal knives and the plastic knives. I much prefer the plastic knives. I'm not sure why. I don't know. It's with me like I don't know, 4 years. Things starting falling on the floor. Must hear this. Okay. Maybe I should start adding blue to soften the black. And still keep working with and add maybe white. So it will give somewhat of winter element. I need to sometimes fight the urge to use the brush to make a more accurate application, but eventually I like the grungy effect of using a knife, especially on books that are not totally flat. Just need to remind myself not to go over and over the same area. Still I do it. Okay, let's add a bit of red around this face. And also put some red here to balance the red on the other side. I'm trying to avoid getting my hands very dirty, but this will not last for long. I can add other colors on the spread. I'm thinking of orange at the moment, yeah, and very strategic, I can't say the word, places. What should I do here? What color? What do we have here? Nothing to put. Maybe some warm color. Maybe I don't want to put the purple here. Let's see what I have. Maybe I'll add the raw umber and playing with the tones. Rest in peace. Okay. I want to spread it in a way that it will look brown and not black. Maybe I'll add a bit of white here. I always tend to make the lower part a dark one and upper part more bright, but it's not the only option that we can do. It's just having dark tones on the bottom. It makes me feel like grounding. Maybe it has some kind of composition rule, I'm not sure. It's very dark at the moment. I'm just like with butter on toast, adding some tones I have here on the palette. I might end up covering most of the dark colors, or probably will use it as a background for other mark making. Let's start with red here, or maybe I will pink it out a bit. Okay, I will use now I have enough background colors, so I can add images that represent the mood of the. It's very much like the spread that is since the inspiration work. This one. I have yellow ochre here, also turquoise. I think this is pink. A bit of yellow to contrast all the warm colors. Yeah, I will work towards this direction. Okay, let's add some clippings. Okay, this is This is from the Interior Design magazine. This is not in the same mood. I think I clipped it for this. It's too much. This can be good. Somewhere maybe this is okay. This is an option. This is also an option. I need to, if I put it here, I need to color the space between them in a way that the eye will see both images. See, this room is also expressing a certain mood. So when I say mood board, it can be expressed with the landscape, with the room, with a certain face, with the colors, all these things contributing to the overall feel. This is great image. It's not for here at the moment. No. Some sort of cabinet, I think. This orange can be placed somewhere here. This image is also can be a good fit here because it's like showing uncertainty. So, but it just I can build another spread around it. So it's not necessarily should be in the same spread. What's this? No, this is not. I'm looking for images that I clipped yesterday. This is great. This can end up here. I have this interior design. This is beautiful. For years, and sometimes I think that I will not be able to pull images from it, and still I go back in different times and I find things that I like. This beautiful abstract painting. What else? I like the tones, the colors, the lines. Let's see. I can even pull it here somehow, not sure. Let's save these options. This is also showing some wall texture, but it's too bright for here. Just I'm looking sometimes for a bit of geometrical tension. Here also it's geometrical and color tension. This is image of carpet. This abstract fluid thing, I don't know, I think it's a fabric. Sometimes you can find great patterns on fabrics. No, the tone are not this can go. It has tribal vibration. This can go also. Put it, take it out, not now. So, okay, let's continue working and decide. I think this is not, no, no, this might be a good option. Okay, let's see what I like the best. I can cut half of this and I have the tendency to put on the right side things that are going this way and put on the left side things that are going this way. Okay, I think I will glue it here. So half of the face is showing. Let's see what else. This will end up somewhere. I'm not sure that this is no, I don't want to put it here. Let's see, maybe this. I want to watch. It has a lot of vintage photos. I think this image is from a restaurant. I'll leave the blue line on top. So I'm already thinking of connecting this blue here like this. So yes, I'm going to glue them, those two pieces. It's your weekend now. Tell me what you're doing. If you care to share with us what everybody is doing today. Where did I put it? The brush. Thank you. But it's night for all of you. Are you going to go out? I saw yesterday. I saw a few people going out. You know, in small groups. But it was very sporadic and diluted somehow. Oh, here is the. You can chat freely between yourself. It's welcomed, and if you want to ask me something, just put it in caps lock. Yeah, we shouldn't go out here too, but I see some people, maybe there's just couples that walking, jogging out, but just a few. At some point, I wanted to take a photo of them like it's a phenomena because mostly each day feels like Saturday morning. Our Sunday is Saturday, so today is the first day of the week, and almost no people here. But I live in a not very crowded city, so some people go out. I see walking with the dog or taking the kids out on bicycles, but just a few over the whole day. But it was weird. It felt weird. Yeah. I didn't go out from the home, I think 3 weeks now. I'm not feeling like I have very interesting stuff to hang in, but it feels um, how to say it, opposed, so it feels different. This I will put later. Now I will work with the colors. I will add the cobalt blue mainly at the moment, and play with the other colors as well. Were you here, Shelley, when I mentioned the Visual Art Summit? I very much recommend it. Type Visual Art Summit in Facebook. They offer 18, I think 18 or 17 mini classes, mainly abstract. It was a great fun to binge watch yesterday. So, and it's free. I didn't mention it, it's free. Oh, I like this blue here. I will post the in this you see, this is the group in Facebook, and yeah, can't move much. Oh, how fun. I love France. Yeah, I was in France a few times, so yeah. Shelley, go to this group in Facebook. The link is there. The link to the summit. You can sign in for free. You can donate. Not every lesson was my kind of that, but most of them gave me so many ideas, and so it was such good vibes to watch it, and feel creative. Some of them I'm already following in Instagram because I love seeing the work. Not everything I see I can uh, do. I can't copy, I say, or it's not. I love seeing it. It's not in my vocabulary, creative. Um, but I've learned. I think I have a few more ways to look at what I do. Yeah. If you go to my page, just a minute, I will link you to the page itself. Just a minute. I posted in my page. Where is it? I think I posted it on my page. I'm looking for, oh, here it is. Here's the direct link to the summit itself. You can join. It's nice to join the group because everybody is showing their work. But you can already dive in. I very much enjoyed it. Maybe a lighter blue here. more blue. I need more blue. Yes, her name is Kelly Wynest. Yeah, Kelly Wynest. She's very nice and very cheery and very expressive. She explains her way of working, very friendly way, and many people did a lot of. I didn't make an artwork myself. I just was just like drinking, absorbing the lessons, and I already changed. You see, in the past, all the tools for mark making were in separate boxes. Now, because one of the lessons I saw, I just mix them up all here. It has a great smell. Now when I want to make marks like this, you see here, this, I have all of them here, so I don't have to think what shall I use. Shall I use this China marker? Shall I use that? So just taking them and you see, playing like this. Um, Many art journaler using the scribbles in the work, and it adds a lot of fun vibes and interest, visual interest. So I felt I've gained a lot of knowledge, and it it made me feel very much connected and uh, surrounded by other people. I very much enjoyed it. People, most of the teacher, all of the teacher put great effort in the lessons they were teaching. Okay, it seems I'm going to uh, surround the center area with tones of blue and gray. I like the combination. I should add at some point orange, yellow, scribbles of different applications, different mediums, scribbling with pencil, with what's it called? Oil pastels, neocolors, if you know what they are. I have a pack of gelatos. I bought a few weeks ago. I haven't used it yet. And now that I rested all of them in this tray, I feel like I want to um, add. I have pastels, soft pastels that I was using for a portrait drawing. Now I want to add them too. What is visual journal? This is visual journal. Usually people use journals for to write about the days, to express their feelings. This is visual journaling. Yeah, it's a way to express yourself in other ways. So this was an old book that I pulled out some pages, and so it won't get too thick. And now I'm using mainly images and paint and other mediums to pull expressive spread. I want to surround these images with the blue tone, so it will separate them from, will make the storyline here. I keep feeding this area to make it pop out, and leave the eyes to pick up on the main subject. It's not always that I'm putting the main, yeah. Oil pastels, you see, they're greasy. They don't dry so fast, and it's hard to apply over them. But sometimes it's interesting because if you try to apply some acrylic on them or watercolor, the application will look different than if you just apply it here. Okay, so in mixed media, the surprises and things that you can't predict are the most interesting thing. The oil pastels, these are the oil pastels. In the past, it was mainly used by kids, but in mixed media, we use them a lot. And one of the lessons I saw on this weekend is applying them, even that we know that applying them in a way that add texture and interest. You see, just these two scribbles. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. Is adding a lot of interest. I'll show you closer. I just scribble it without thinking much, but it's already showing some movement. You see, I can add it on top layers. I can add it in the middle and cover it up afterwards. It's okay, you can express yourself freely. Don't feel sorry. You can ask anything and I will explain. I like explaining the way I think or I work. I will add now, I think in yellow ochre, some kind of border here. So this whole area will pop out. I'm not sure what I'll do with it. I might leave it like this. It's different. I'm doing a lot of macrame myself, so this is something that is that I know, and something that I love. This all the tribals, rustic vibes. Where is she from? This the girl? I think Norwegian. No, where is it? Where did I Norwegian. Yeah, this is from Norwegian, Norway. Everything. Sometimes you get ideas that already in your head. What Norway means to you? Norway means to me uh, forest, water, landscapes, cold weather, um, Europe, uh, not a lot of light during some season. So when we look at an image, we already have some ideas back in our head. What it is about, what it brings into into the work. Um, okay, I'll connect it with this area. Yeah, okay, I'm glad. Yes. You know, I myself didn't use it. It's like I used it separately. I need to remind myself of that. So when I pull this, you know, this tray, and I dropped everything inside, suddenly I feel that my language is richer. Thank you. Thank you, Shelly. I like the Shelly. I like there were a few classes in the summit about abstract flowers, which I think that I struggle with. I can show you what I did. Where is it? I tried it yesterday. I messed it up. You see, but I will use some of it in my journals. Um, I want to try and do abstract flowers in. I can also add it here. You see, because these two went okay. Went. I can see now a certain flower. I can develop it into the spread. Maybe I'll add also this. Just kept applying colors on this under paper. Yeah, it's great. They're so expressive and so fun. And on this time of year, it's also always in March. I feel the need to start adding flowers to my work, and most of the lessons are about um, abstract flowers and abstract landscape, which is very freeing if you have the ability to loosen up the brush strokes. When I started painting many years ago, I mostly did realistic paintings, so loosening up into abstract is very much desired for me, but also not easy at all. Um, you see, now that I'm talking, I'm thinking of what to tell you and working together. I don't think of what I'm doing. I know that I want to make this stripe, but I'm not thinking much. And this place of not thinking too much and abstract is the best place to be when you paint. So I will add another stripe here, and then we'll be able to play with the three areas that we have. Also, we can connect those two images visually, maybe some red here, something red here. I can add this clip of flowers here and develop them. You just I did it yesterday very late at night, so just scribbled and was a bit frustrated, but it can be worked into this spread, maybe like this, and develop these two flowers, like telling her we have flowers here. It's like encouraging her to feel better, maybe. We can, don't know how to say the word in English. Like to water this spread with new ideas that help us feel better, help us see different kinds of aspects to the situation we are in now. It's like watering the spread with the ideas that sneaking in our soul, something like that. I think I will add a bit of neon yellow to this stripe, because the brush is not so clean, so it dulls down the color a bit. Dull colors near bright colors, making great contrast. Also dull colors near dark colors. No, this is not dull, this is not dull. Maybe this this gray. Watch how they go together well. It's like I'm already doing it automatically, that I connect visual things without even noticing, like the flowers here and the flower here, all the pops of colors. We have here gray, we already have here gray, the red. It's like it's very automatic for me at this point. I'm adding a bit of gray. Let's see how it, yeah, okay. It goes well with the macrame, the gray macrame here. Thank you very much. I enjoyed myself. I started doing art journaling like 5 years ago, in a very, very difficult time in my life. Until then, I was only painting very realistic. And each time I feel distressed or sad or even happy, not just sad, I don't need to be sad all the time to do it. It just, it enables you to process feelings and thoughts and opinions. It's great. Do you know Orle Avineri, Shali? She's the queen of art journaling. I can say, if there is a queen to art journaling, I discovered art journaling because of her. and traveled through many methods and made my own style, just a combination of all of them. There is a group called in Facebook, her group, a stand for art journaling. You can see many styles. Uh, I will post it here. Orly Avineri. She's a former Israeli. She lives in I think West Coast. I think somewhere. You can go to her team and see many styles of art journaling. Um, yeah, it's very rustic, very grungy, very from the, um, from from the stomach, I would say. It's like, you're in that group, yeah. You want to a workout online, or I wish I could, participate with workshops in the world. That the closest I can join is in Prague, but it's very expensive for me. So all the classes I do is online. At the moment, many people are offering classes for free and huge discounts. It's not just about the technique. There are people that their technique is not my kind, but if they explain it in a free way that enables you to develop your own voice, um, it's great. It's how the teacher bring his knowledge, and if he enables you to apply your own apply things in your own way and encourage you to work, I think he is a great teacher. Yeah, but look now, many people are heavily discounting classes, so I bought a few. Um, and still didn't work through them. I always start with watching all the classes, taking some for my way, like just that scribbling thing that I realized I'm not doing it because uh, it's not in hand reach for me. You see, it just a whole lesson that will do her method. Immediately I took this one, that I should put all the mark making tools in one tray. So we always have something to learn from everybody. Um, I keep feeding this line. Now I want to make them richer than just simple yellow. Adding even a bit of gray. Maybe I'll add a bit of blue. Let's see what the gray is. The gray. You see the gray here? I'm not sure that you see it in the camera. I used to take Mistel classes. She's no longer, even that our style is very different, but I like her creative voice. She allows you to recognize your own way and develop it. So it's so freeing. Roxanne Cobalt, I took her classes. It's more, I would say, her classes are about doing something very certain, her own way. But I've learned a lot from her classes. I just want you to see what I have now in the palette. It's so beautiful. Even the paint smear, you can't see it. I don't think you can see the right shades and tones, but it's so beautiful. Yeah, I even like the blobs of paint I make on my craft mat. Roxanne Cobalt reduced two of her lessons to 15 and 20. The creatures lesson is 15 and the lyrical is 20. A few years ago I took lyrical. I took creatures and a few weeks ago I took the lyrical. She's an illustrator and her orientation is it's not so intuitive, but it's planned and intuitive at the same times, and very much planning ahead, but in a cool way. So yeah, yes. Usually I paint on paper, so I'm using what left over this on new spreads. You see, like this, where I cleaned the knife from the black paint. But I purchased this craft mat because I feel better. It's a better usage of paint. I just keep playing with this line because I enjoy it at the moment. But I need to move on, I think. I think I will continue the yellow area up to here and maybe make some kind of pocket. So I will add some of the neon yellow here. And spritz a little water because it's very hot today and dry, and the paint is drying very fast. Okay. I even like the smell of the acrylic paint. All of these are tones of the yellow. I might add let's add a bit of black or blue, yeah, to make it interesting, not just one tone. Different application with the brush. These areas can also, at one point, can look like a landscape. It looks like a wheat field. I want to add maybe, I will add a bit of red, so we'll pop out the orange tones. How is the weather at your end today, Shelley? No, it's too green. I've added this red somehow to connect with the red here, but in different tone. Yeah, it's hot here today. Tomorrow the rain and low temperature, not so low. Coming back tomorrow. The transition between between the winter and summer is very hard on my body. I feel sometimes I feel very exhausted. Like the last 2 days, I was just wanted to lie and watch Netflix all day. Yeah, you don't have air conditioning? I have. In the summer, it can get so heavy, and I'm getting so restless, and it's like somebody took life out of me. So wherever I go to live, I need an air condition. North Israel, mountain area. It's not so humid here. I can say it's in terms of weather, it's the most comfortable area to live in. But between the seasons, like in autumn and spring, we have very dry weather, and it's like the air is full of I would say it's sand. It's like it's foggy, and it's hard for my breathing. Yeah, I don't know. You must hear my cough every spring and autumn. I have this cough because of the weather. So it can be very hot one day and the next day dropping, and it's like my body react to this very strongly. So um, but when you get used to the temperatures in the summer, it's the most convenient area to be. Center of Israel is very humid. The landscape here is very much like Tuscany. Um, I like living here, but just in between seasons, it's the changes are brutal here. So what I wanted to add about this, I didn't plan the yellow. I was thinking about blue, red, black, but somehow I keep adding yellow and I like it. So I did plan the subject of some kind of board for her, around her, but all other things, I just reacting to what is in what I'm mixing here, and like I'm gazing at the spread, and I feel the need to add some color some places. Um, no, I'll keep this here, a bit of blue, I'll keep it. Let's see what to do here, and see if to add it's a bit shiny, so I'm not sure if to add it or not. Maybe I'll cut part of it, just using these two flowers. No, like this. Yeah, but we're here, I think here. Yeah, let's add it. I can always go over it and restart the area if I don't like the outcome. Okay, I will use some of the yellow I have and develop these flowers a bit. Like these flowers, I just kept adding color until I saw some orientation. So it's like this is the center of the flower, and it's looking this side. This is looking towards us, or maybe to this direction. So I will add a bit of yellows. See if I have green here on the palette to add around. No, I need to add green to the palette. Which green? This dark green. Okay, this is for now. Should I add green elsewhere? Maybe here. A bit here. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, now I will add a few strokes here to the flowers. I need to reduce the light here because I see I think it's better like this. Yeah. I don't even have the lamp on. It's only the light I'm getting from my window. Okay, let's do these strokes. A bit of orange, a bit of red. No, I need a fresh red. A bit of black inside. Too much. Never mind. I will let it dry and then add a few more strokes here. Maybe I'll add turquoise here, the darker one. Let's see. I don't have to cover the macrame because it does add some texture. I'll add a bit of green. I was sure this spread would end up being very dark, but I see it's getting some brighter vibes. Let's add a bit of this green. Also black lines. I can use the wedge. Where is it? Or the credit card. Let's see. To add some lines. To give it yeah, to give this area a bit of stem, you see stem, branches. All right. When it will get more dry, I will add circular strokes here. This I can use this like here maybe. What? No, no, this side. Yeah, it add an interest here. Just trying not to overdo something, even when I very excited about the effect. A bit more. Yeah, maybe also here. Not now. Even if we find a beautiful element, we need to try and not overload it. But now I'm thinking of maybe adding with what color? Black? Maybe black. Let's try with black. Or I will dip it in my palette. No, it's not good enough. I need to use the brush to upload it here. Yeah, maybe like this. It gives somewhat mountain shapes like this. I think I saw it in one lesson yesterday. Also here. I will not add it here. Let's see what to do here. I need to go and cook lunch in a short while. I might keep working on it this afternoon, but let's see. No, it's too orangey. What should I do here? I want to add something here. What kind of color? Maybe a face like this on the other side. Let's see if I have this can go here somewhere. I can scribble a face here, half a face here. With let's do it with where is my Stabilo O? Stabilo O. Maybe not Stabilo O. I'll use this. Let's see. I don't see it very good. I need another color. Or maybe I just brighten this area, and then later I will add some kind of face. What color should I think I will do this face somewhat dark, but in order to start working here I need to add this ochre, yellow ochre, so I can work. Where is the... Okay. I saved this place for a face. I'm not sure about the proportion. Yeah, I think this is, and this would be some kind of, this is the mouth level, the eyes. Okay, I will work on it when later when it will dry a bit. This is not certainly not how I would see the spread reaching today. I was thinking more of doing something like this. It's all about making some kind of mood board, mood page. So when manifesting in it some sorts of feelings, processing things. I will keep working on it. I think today afternoon, my time afternoon, Europe time. Thank you for being here, ladies. I'm going to cook now. Stay safe, stay healthy, be happy. See you. Bye, girls. Bye. Take care.